Let me get in my spots. Oh crap, I think I knocked something over. Great way to start a review, everybody. Hitting the camera, exposing behind the scenes of what's going on. Alright, I'm here. I got my baby Lucille with me tonight because I'm gonna need it tonight. So, I'm joined with the voices inside Randy Orton's head. I don't know why my microphone's going crazy. So, we got Nate with us, we got Marsden, we got Mullins, and we got Shane. So, if anybody wants to do some simple plugs before we get into the review, I suggest doing it now because the review will be very action-packed, and I feel like this might have to be used. So
yeah, you're probably gonna hit someone with that. The biggest thing that I have to say before we kick off is that
I just want to know. First, I want to plug the WWE Network real quick. $99 a month. If you order it now, if it's your first month, you get WrestleMania free.
Yeah, you get WrestleMania for free. Yeah, you get WrestleMania.
Yeah, okay, but I was gonna say something
for the Universal title. You got Goldberg and you got Brock Lesnar. It's gonna be a great main event. Everybody.
Please don't end.
Please don't let
that end Mania. Please don't let that end Mania.
I also have to promote my picture pack. If you're a TEW player, Grey Dog Forums, you'll find my picture pack under Mia Marsden. If you're a brand split player, that's kind of important.
Here's the only problem with that ending Mania. If Randy wins, he's guaranteed the main event.
Exactly. Well, he should be guaranteed. But professional wrestling doesn't work that way. Yeah, professional wrestling doesn't work that way. That's why it's bothersome to me.
Well, they wouldn't bring up main event of WrestleMania 7 times for it to be in the middle of the card.
Alright, so we're going to kick off the review now. Let's just jump right in here. There's no really other way to jump right in here. Kicking off Fastlane, we had the kickoff show. It was a bunch of cruiserweights. It was Akira Tozawa and Rich Swann. Are you feeling it? Are you feeling it? They beat Brian Kendrick and Noam Dar with Alicia Fox. So yeah, that happened. Akira Tozawa now does this spot where, like, you know how Shinsuke has you in the corner and, like, you're like, please don't kick me or punch me, and then he puts his head on you? No, Akira Tozawa actually screams at you.
That's awesome.
It's just why not?
Intimidating.
So why not?
Japanese workers are like that. They got these intimidation tactics.
So we kicked off the show tonight by... Man, I'm trying to remember what the kickoff was. It wasn't the tag team match, was it? I don't think it was.
It was Zayn and...
Zayn and Samoa Joe. Yeah. You saw it from 5 miles away. Samoa Joe wins. Done. Sami Zayn did not tap out. What a hero. But he was defeated by the Coquina Clutch submission hold. So.
Well, furthermore, what that tells me is that Sami Zayn and Samoa Joe will probably continue into WrestleMania.
I don't know. I hope not.
I think Samoa Joe leads Zayn to rest tonight.
Yeah, I definitely hope not.
He railroaded him tonight.
Tag team
I hope
match.
not either, because I like Sami Zayn.
Tag team match happened. We saw the Good Brothers, which is Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows. For those who still don't know who the Good Brothers are, they managed to defeat your boys Enzo, Amore, and Big Cass. Why wouldn't they? So
it would help if Enzo was somewhat talented in the ring.
So we had two bad, heel wins, basically. So what does that mean? Nia Jax is losing to Sasha Banks. Why has that happened? Goldberg, can you tell me why that's happening? I don't know why. It wasn't a good choice. Like another bad choice.
It was horrible.
Yeah.
But
actually,
I wouldn't say it was horrible.
Sasha had anything to gain there. That was.
Oh no! Sasha's going to WrestleMania to fight Bayley.
We'll get to that.
I just feel like, well, what's Charlotte gonna do? Like, it'll probably be a triple threat match.
It's gonna be a triple threat.
So.
Or a fatal 4-way.
Yeah.
It better be a fatal 4-way with my girl Nia Jax.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. There's just so many directions you got to go with everywhere. So that happened. After that match, we had Don't Hinder Jinder and Rusev. They took on... My controller's making sounds, if you guys can hear it, by the way. They took on Cesaro, but not Sheamus, and Big Show. Cesaro and Big Show squashed Jinder and Rusev. Can you tell me why that happened, Goldberg? Because I'd really like to know why the 50-some-year-old, almost 50-some-year-old Big Show, who's about to retire any day now, people say, who's not going to get to face Shaq apparently, is going to beat Rusev. Handsome
Yeah,
Rusev.
that one makes no sense. Rusev's a younger talent. You don't want to do that to your younger talent. You're just running the
And
brand
I
to the
thought,
ground.
I honestly,
But
look,
I
I
think
honestly
Big Show's more
believed Jinder
talented
could have beat
than
Cesaro.
Rusev.
Like, I
What?
really thought Jinder was going to get the push to beat Cesaro. Because, like, they really sold it.
Well,
They really sold it, and then, no, we're not having that. Because why would we have Jinder Mahal go anywhere in life? So, thumbs down there. I wasn't a fan of that at all because you had Big Show squash Rusev. I like Rusev. And then you had Cesaro squash Jinder Mahal. Jinder Mahal came into the match looking really strong because he knocked out Rusev. Why Rusev getting old? Rusev's getting the Jack Swagger experience. So, I'm going to call it now. I'm going to predict it for you guys. Rusev will be out of the company within the next probably year and a half, 2 years. If that.
6 months.
I won't give it 6 months. That's way too short. So we're joined by Jamoke with a stroke, Jamoke with a pencil. Lenny, how you doing today? Welcome to the Wrestle Room Fastlane 2017 review.
oh boy.
All right.
He is the governor to my name. So, anyways,
He has an eye
after
patch to boot.
after our Jinder Mahal and Rusev squash match, let's see what happened after that. Was that it wasn't the women's match, was it?
Cruiserweight was before the one.
Cruiserweight,
Yeah.
yes.
And
There's
I'm
a
gonna be
lot of
honest here.
there's a lot of debates going on. Some people say that it was match of the night. I don't know. Nia Jax and Sasha Banks was pretty good, even though Sasha won.
Okay, so
I'll tell you
here's
what
my-
wasn't match of the night, the main event. So
Well, we'll get to that.
Yeah.
I'll tell you kind of my opinion on this
I'll
because
tell you my honest opinion.
I've been kind of known for not being a major fan of Gallagher. I don't.
none of us.
I think
are.
I'm the one who's known about
Yeah.
being not a
None-
major fan of Gallagher.
None of us in this
Well,
conversation
Well,
are.
here's the thing.
Hey,
Hold on.
I'm a
Hold on.
Gallagher
Let me finish
fan.
my statement, and then you guys can have it.
Oh,
I was in the middle of it. Let's not cut me off here. Gallagher
Cut the
showed me
microphone!
something tonight. He showed me the in-ring skill to go with the personality, and that honestly was match of the night for me.
I think match
It was
of the night either
it was
goes
pretty
to.
But
I think match of the night either goes to Roman and Braun or Neville and Gallagher.
Yeah, Braun did some pretty good stuff tonight. I'll say definitely that.
To the the one part that bothered me about the Braun Roman.
Neville
match
wins,
is
by the way. Like
Braun
that.
wins?
Thank you for keeping Neville going. It's the heel. He has to go into Mania so someone can actually get the belt who has another sad story. Unless Neville actually is the king of the cruiserweights.
Yeah, there was no
So
sad
you mean
story for
Austin
Gallagher.
Aries
That's
then.
how you knew he wasn't gonna win.
Yeah.
And unless Neville returns to in-ring and challenges.
You mean Aries?
Yeah. God.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's entirely possible. But moving on to Braun Roman.
Braun and Roman happened.
Not
Roman
trying to
wins,
spoil
LOL.
anything.
Hey, Goldberg, can you tell me why that happened?
No, that.
Can you please light
In my opinion,
that picture of Goldberg on fire?
like,
It's about to get lit on fire for all the stuff
I
tonight.
personally think that they fucked up big time because if Braun would have won, and if he would have won and destroyed Roman, then he would have had the most potential going into WrestleMania for
Most
something
definitely.
else.
Most definitely. Now it's like, all right, you have Roman Reigns beat the guy who was basically unbeatable. However, guess what Roman can't do? He can't feud for the Universal title. The U.S. title is probably going to go to Kevin and Chris. He ain't going to do any tag team stuff. He certainly ain't doing the women's or the cruiserweights. So what's Roman Reigns got to do at Mania?
Oh,
Samoa Joe? Samoa
gotta-
Joe?
He's got
That's
to
like
he's gonna take the backseat to the man.
Please don't say that. Please, Goldberg,
Taker.
please don't let that happen. You've let a lot of stuff happen tonight. Don't let Taker and Roman
Goldberg,
happen.
burn in hell.
He's got to bury in.
And by the way, for when we talk about that match, I have the official time pulled up too.
Oh my god.
In general, it'll be if Taker does fight Roman at Mania, it'll be the first time I've cheered for Taker in like 3 years.
I agree.
Wait, guys, do you hear that? Ring, ring,
Mail
ring.
time.
What time is it, Mullins?
Mail time.
We
It's
just got
Here's
a
the
mail
letter.
time,
that
everybody.
never
It's
fails.
crap.
It makes me want to wag my tail.
That's
And it comes up on the bell.
copyright.
Ah!
Mail. All right.
Nickelodeon doesn't care about it anymore. Who cares?
We all care. All right.
Blue's Clues is dead.
Today's mail comes from
Vince
a
McMahon.
guy,
Microsoft.
Vince McMahon. You're right. How would you know, Favor?
I could tell by
Dear
the
Marks,
special paper.
I don't give a damn about what you guys want. All I care about is me and those Samoans. Ooh-ah. Love Vince and Kenny McMahon. Thanks, Vince, for the letter today.
Well, at least he said love.
He did say love. He did say love. He has a heart.
Do we still have to hate Roman? Like, can't we hate on someone else that deserves it? You know, like New Day or
Like the
Well,
Usos.
here's my problem. Here's my
Like-
problem with the wrestling world.
A Goldberg?
Here's my problem with the wrestling world. Okay, actually, I'll say it when the main event comes around because it'll make more sense. Bailey and Charlotte happened. All you gotta know is that Charlotte came out with Dana Brooke. She said, "Get out of here." Dana left. Charlotte faced Bailey. Sasha Banks came out. Bailey wins miraculously. Can you tell me why we chose now? Because it would have meant more of Mania if Bailey would have got her moment to say, "Hey, I was the one to defeat the streak at Mania." But no, she defeated
Better
at the
And,
B-rated
Better
pay-per-view
question.
fast.
if I
got
can,
the streak,
if I
so-
can,
Mania.
if I
Yeah,
can,
Why is there not a DQ?
But no,
All right.
because the
shoot, baby.
refs are a lot more lenient during the championship matches. A lot.
and not
more.
only that, Sasha didn't lay a blow. Charlotte attacked like her.
Actually, yes. Sasha didn't hit Charlotte. Charlotte threw her in the ring. Sasha ducked out, and Bailey hit her with a belly.
If anyone wants to tell Mick Foley I got his barbed wire baseball bat, feel free to, by the way.
Okay.
So,
Don't worry, we'll tweet it to
And-
get you more views.
And
True.
then the main event.
main event time. Goldberg
So-
takes
can I-
10 minutes to
Boy.
come to the
Can I
ring.
announce the
Kevin
official-
Owens takes 2 minutes to come to the ring. The
And then
bell
50
rings.
seconds.
The bell rings. Kevin Owens goes in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out
No,
of the ring.
no.
Chris
Here's the
Jericho's
thing.
music hits.
Uh,
Kevin
I
Owens looks
actually-
around. Goldberg hits him with what?
I
Spear,
actually-
jackhammer. It's all over. Goldberg's champ. He kissed some kids.
We can quit
That's
interrupting.
the night, by the
Actually-
way.
I have something to say about that. The bell didn't ring until Jericho came out.
That is
Anyways, Jericho comes out, snap, jackhammer, spear, you know it. Goldberg's champ. He kissed some kids. Goldberg, congratulations. You're going to Mania to face Brock Lesnar once again. Someone please call up Stone Cold over on the cell phone back here so we can reenact WrestleMania 20 because it was such a
There's
good
no buttons on
WrestleMania.
it.
So, let me
Can't
get
call
into...
anybody.
Let me get in. I know. There's no buttons on there anymore. So let me
We're
get
gonna need to
into.
take turns here to talk about this.
Let me get into my biggest complaint with Goldberg. Right, I've never been a Goldberg fan at all. I've watched enough WCW to despise the Goldberg character. The man himself, pretty good guy, and he got some good perks for not wrestling that long. You know what I mean? Great athleticism, all that. Thumbs up to him. You know, he's believable. However, in professional wrestling, when the ending of a pay-per-view, the main event match of a pay-per-view, starts at 10:59 p.m. for me, and usually it ends at like 11, that's when you know it's only going to be a minute. Which I don't even know if it was a minute. We should have timed it because it was probably like...
Oh, I have
15
I
seconds.
have the official time.
Please shoot
What
it
is
to
it?
me.
15 seconds.
Thank you. So
It
here's...
was 22 seconds. I've checked.
No, it was just-
Here's my complaint. People hate Roman Reigns, but those are the same people that tend to love Goldberg and chant Goldberg. Like, you'll look in the crowd and you'll be like, they're sending middle fingers straight at Roman Reigns,
They
But
did
yet-
the Red Sox fan.
but yet they chanted Goldberg, and it's like, why?
I'm honestly sickened by this. Like,
That makes no sense.
I-
Like,
I
that is probably the
understand
biggest
that-
hypocritical thing right now in professional wrestling fandom.
well, I
You know,
I
like, how
understand
could
that
you
there are
hate
people-
Roman Reigns, who just worked his ass off against Braun Strowman, two big guys who worked a good match that was probably going to be better. I will be bold. It will probably be better than Brock and Goldberg 2. So.
Well, and okay,
Or
so
three.
on one hand,
3 or 4, whatever. The next big match they have, the third one, the finale, which hopefully Brock wins, but then we'll see Brock again with the Universal title, and it's an ugly title on the side of it. So.
there's just they booked themselves into another corner. This makes no sense.
It's a corner.
This makes I admittedly I am a big Kevin Owens fan and I don't like Goldberg, but
I'm not even
if you
big on
reverse
Kevin
the roles,
Steen. You know what I mean?
if you have a young
Hold
talent,
Hold on. I'm kind of confused about something now. If Brock's going to win the title at Mania, it now comes down to the question of who's going to beat Brock now.
It's gonna be Roman, so he can get redemption from
Kurt Angle.
WrestleMania.
Roman.
yeah, but
Reigns.
there's
Bono. Bom.
This is why I hate
I
Brock.
would have taken Roman winning the world title over this. I would have taken literally any full-timer over a part-timer. Now they're going to do a part-timer against a part-timer for the world title.
I'm
They buried
just
Owens.
Universal title.
I'm
Universal
just gonna-
title.
They
Not
did
world.
not
Universal.
bury Owens.
Yes,
It's
no,
only
they
a
did.
burial.
Yes, they
I-
did.
I'm just gonna say this: to reach your peak, you have to be knocked down. That's
Okay,
all I'm saying.
This is burial. 15 seconds is burial.
15 seconds
It,
and
it's
Owens.
a storyline. Jericho
A
came out.
shitty
Had
storyline.
Jericho not come out, yeah, it would have been a burial. It's all
It's
storyline.
a terrible
Okay,
way to do it.
Owens
Wait,
is
can
about
I
to
say
win the U.S.
something about
title.
Can I please say something?
I think
Yes,
Fred will look dominant.
Leonard.
Okay, first, I'm gonna make this very clear.
Yes.
Fuck Goldberg. I grew up watching WCW and WWE War. I've seen most, if not all, of WCW when I was a baby. Growing up, I never liked Goldberg. Goldberg was just a generic bald guy who had matches under a minute. He was what Baron Corbin was in NXT, but less interesting because he was just bald and wore black tights. That was it. Goldberg sucks. And the fact that you're having this has-been WCW superstar be your current champion of your brand
Grandpa Goldberg.
is ridiculous, and it's probably one of the worst things I've seen come out of the WWE since, like, I don't know, like, ECW.
Like I said, Grandpa Goldberg gets his wish. 50 years old.
Like Bobby Lashley winning the ECW title in the worst pay-per-view of all time was less disrespectful than this.
No, screw that. Ezekiel Jackson winning the ECW title is less disrespectful than this.
So I'm just gonna bring this up. I'm just gonna bring this up. What if Goldberg wins at Mania?
Then guess
No.
what? You buried not only your newcomer star, but you also buried the guy you've been pushing for nearly
Every time a person
years.
loses, doesn't mean they're buried.
Okay, but when it's under a minute,
Well-
it's burial.
Well, no, Brock
Look, if
actually
Brock
lasted over
Lesnar
this.
loses, if Brock Lesnar loses to Goldberg, a has-been old man who hasn't competed in the ring in decades,
Decade.
guess what?
Like 3 years.
You have ruined the Brock Lesnar character, and he loses.
Well, they've already heard it a lot, in my opinion, by doing this. Because you have Brock Lesnar, the guy who beat the streak, the guy who has an untouchable guy as his mouthpiece, and he was destroying everybody. Like, he got...
He mauled a human being in August, guys. I think you all remember that.
He
He
beat
literally
everyone.
mauled a human being.
For that matter, let's just I want to go back a few years real quick. Does anyone remember a certain WrestleMania in which Sheamus and Daniel Bryan were involved? This is worse than that. Because we got a
No.
50-year-old grandpa.
At least Daniel Bryan bounced back from it. I
I
don't think
just-
At
Owens
least
can bounce
Sheamus
back
was
from
young.
this.
Look, my main concern here is, look, we can have Goldberg and Brock part 2 at Mania, alright? Or part 3, whatever you want to call it.
Part 3.
But the second WrestleMania match, all right? We can have that. I won't die over it. I won't die over anything in professional wrestling. I just think there's stupid decisions and there's great decisions and then there's just decisions. This, in my opinion, is a stupid decision. But come Mania, we'll have to see if it all paid out.
It's not.
I just think
Six thumbs
that
down.
that in terms of being a good and bad decision, this should not close because we see the extent of it being obvious with a Goldberg match. If they close, it's gonna be like I said, 15 seconds, a minute with the extra time thrown in, all that crap.
It's
Plus
disgusting. And
Bray
it's
Wyatt
disrespectful.
deserved it. Randy's deserved it. Randy Orton nearly got killed in August, as Mullins said. So I think for nearly getting killed, Randy Orton, you deserve to main event WrestleMania. AJ Styles deserves to also, but I mean, I don't see it happening now that he's got the odds stacked against him. But
do you think Orton's gonna win?
I want to personally say
it would be a swerve if he didn't, but I mean, it'd be a waste. If he didn't either, because of the storyline, how that's panning out. But that's SmackDown. Let's continue talking about Monday Night Raw and how that pans out.
Look, if Goldberg wins one more match and he wins WrestleMania, still being the Universal Champion, I'm done with Raw. I'm done with WWE. I'm taking a long.
I'm getting pretty close.
Let's stop the whole. Let's stop the whole conversation of the World Heavyweight Universal Title BS real quick. Let's make 3 quick, bold predictions, and then we'll do our numbers, and we'll say goodbye to the viewership.
Okay.
First prediction. The U.S. title. All right? Well, it's not really a prediction, but it's more of a side opinion. Hopefully we make this short. But the U.S. title, it's going to be probably Kevin Owens and Chris Jericho, unless somehow we're going to drop the belt off for Jericho in the next 2 weeks or something stupid. But do you think that's a good idea? Do you think it's a good idea to have Kevin and Chris do the U.S. title?
I did read an article that they're planning for the U.S. title match to be between Sami Zayn, Roman Reigns, and Samoa Joe.
Why Sami? Why Sami in there? I mean, Sami's a good wrestler, but why Sami?
I don't know. That's what I read.
So,
why would Roman be in a Samoa Joe match?
Well, because Roman and Samoa Joe, I think that's...
Roman's
I can just feel it.
Match.
I can
we
feel
all
it.
got to deal with that.
No, that's AJ Styles. He's not facing Shane. He's not facing Shane.
Undertaker's been appearing more on Raw than SmackDown.
AJ's going to get the match, not Roman.
Who knows? No. Who knows? The thing is, who knows? But, Faber, Marston, Leonard, what do you guys think? Do you think the U.S. title match? Do you think Chris and Kevin deserve it? I mean, they're good hard workers, but do you think that should be a title match? Do you think it's above a title? That's what I'm saying. Like, in my opinion, not to jade you at all, but I just think it's above the title. I think you could have a hell of a match between the two of them without the title, but I guess it adds the flavor to the title since it hasn't been defended.
I think for a bold prediction, I think by God, I want to say by June or July, Kevin Owens is going to hold both the United States and the world title to make up for this.
They've got to make up for this big time.
There got to be some major complaining going on backstage. Like, there got to be some major, like,
I guarantee you that earlier tonight, Vince came up to Owens and said, and I quote, "I owe you one." I'm willing to bet that.
Yeah, he threw $5,000 in his pocket.
No, he
go enjoy the new Nintendo Switch, everybody.
Hey, Vince likes money more than his family. Do you really think he went up to somebody and said
Hugh
that
Dane's
he owes anyone?
He did that with CM Punk.
He did that to The Undertaker.
To be fair, I've looked around and I've been looking at feedback from people. We're not the only ones upset about this. Most of us.
Well, there's a thing called Twitter. So, okay, second thing. To jump around real quick. Cruiserweights. What are we doing for cruiserweights? Not Noam Dar.
What's your name? Intercontinental title thing. It's going to be a ladder match, 6-man. That's it.
Do you think?
I think that's the only way to do it anymore with the cruiserweights.
I think the 6-men are going to be T.J. Perkins.
Obviously, I think. Yep. Neville, yeah, of course.
Tony Nese.
Cedric Alexander.
Brian
Kendrick.
Give you Jack Gallagher. I'll give you Brian Kendrick. That makes it 7, by the way.
No, I said 6. I said Cedric, Rich, Neville.
You said TJP.
Neville, TJP.
Gallagher.
Then I said Noam Dar and Brian Kendrick.
You said Gallagher also, though, or someone said Gallagher.
No, I didn't say Gallagher. Somebody added Gallagher.
No, I said Gallagher.
Yeah. There's a lot of good cruiserweights. I don't know.
I said Nese.
I would
I
say
think you need to fucking give Noam Dar a chance.
I will say
They've been
on a
jobbing out
bold
Noam Dar lately.
prediction,
I don't like it.
on a bold prediction, it'll be an 8-man ladder match. Basically, everyone that was originally said, plus Austin Aries gets to make his debut. Will he win the
And
title?
Tozawa?
Probably
Not
not.
like
then.
that.
Probably
Not
not.
like that.
I
What
don't know.
about Tozawa?
Who?
What about Tozawa?
I don't know if I see Tozawa being in this match. Maybe, yeah. I don't know. There's a lot of cruiserweights, and there's a lot of there's two stories: Brian Kendrick and Tozawa, and then Noam Dar and Alicia Fox. So I don't know if they're gonna pander more to the story, or if they're gonna pander more towards here's a bunch of high flying guys. Let's have a bunch of high flying matches like we did last year or 2 years ago.
Do you think 2 cruiserweight matches make it onto the card?
I'll say yeah. I could definitely see. I would love if they could actually pull this off. I would love something big for TJ Perkins. I think he was the first one. He was the first cruiserweight champion. I think if he doesn't face Neville or is a part of the Neville match, I think he needs to have something big, even if it's like Austin Aries, or going back to Brian Kendrick. I don't see anybody really else in between that could fit TJ Perkins where it would be valuable. Because why Noam Dar, TJP, Alicia Fox? Like I don't see that happening. Could, but I think it'd be wasted. Aries though, I definitely want to see Aries debut. Hopefully soon somewhere, because they've been doing this video packaging stuff for a little bit now. So it just makes me wonder: are we going to do it Mania or the night after Mania or something? But all right, final question. Then we'll do some numbers. Tag team title match. The club are finally the champions. Of course, the New Day are hosting this year, so I don't see them, being a part of the tag team title match.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
You've got a point. Who's gonna challenge them?
Yeah. Now, okay. Now, everyone, calm down. Calm down. For anybody who is watching this review that doesn't watch indie wrestling, calm down for a second. All right. The Hardys will probably not be doing this because they're ROH champions. Well,
The Hardys have a
deal.
deal that expires like the day or 2.
Oh no. Remy actually said that it's longer now because they have full creative control over their gimmick.
In a wrestling company, not a gimmick company, wrestling company. All right. That's besides the point, though. What are you guys thinking? Who's gonna face the Good Brothers for the titles? Is some team gonna come back?
Lotus and Machine Guns.
I think it's. I mean, mine's gonna be realistic.
Yeah,
mine's gonna be realistic.
Goldberg
I
had
think
the
it's
same
gonna.
look I had on my face.
I think it's gonna be.
You said bold prediction. I gave you a bold prediction.
This is a bold prediction. I think it's gonna be the Revival.
I don't know though, because Revival's in this feud. If anybody watch NXT, Revival's kind of like locked in a feud with the Authors of Pain and Team Do It Yourself. So, Marston, what you got for us? What do you think?
They do it to themselves.
I don't know.
Marston, what are you
honestly,
thinking for tag teams?
After tonight, Sheamus Cesaro again.
Marston, what are you thinking for tag teams?
I don't know.
You don't say something,
But-
Ashy.
I don't know, but it's entirely possible that we just get a rehash of something that we've done, like a triple threat tag match or something.
Yeah, most definitely. I'll say.
Golden Truth.
Are they still even on the roster?
I don't even know.
I don't even know.
The Shining Stars, I think they're still there.
Yeah, but they're heels. A good face team at Mania to face the club. Wow, this is a bit of a picky one because Raw.
If they lose it, isn't the NXT
Cesaro
event
and Sheamus, everybody.
Do you think we get the Big Show Mark Henry? Hey, we're 2 veteran fat guys.
Yeah.
We're gonna team up together.
Yeah, they're gonna team up. They're gonna
Big
team
Show
up together, and they're gonna be
Big
like.
Show isn't very fat anymore.
Big Show and Kane. It's gonna happen.
Kane's on SmackDown.
Doesn't matter.
up.
It's Kane. Kane can do whatever he wants.
I like that Mark Henry idea. That's good. I don't know. I guess if I got to go with anything, same Sheamus and Cesaro, they're 2 guys not doing anything unless they got a WrestleMania match. They'll probably end up having this match. In all honesty, though, the sad thing, which I might actually say, the Raw Tag Team Title match, I could see this being a pre-show match. That's actually like the honest
it's
sadness
gonna be
of
good.
what I see for it, and I think that's
Both tag team titles are going to be on the pre-show.
So,
Both are on SmackDown.
not both. Well, not both of them. I see something good's gonna happen on SmackDown. I got a feeling about that.
I'm
Oh,
predicting American Alpha versus the Usos again.
Yeah, but I think it will be up.
I think they're going to
we'll
add
up
a
the
third
ante.
team to this.
I think we'll up the
I can
ante
see an
though.
ascension being added to that.
Yeah.
All right, time for Fastlane numbers, everybody. Of course, you know how we roll from 0 to 10. Give me your numbers. Let's start off. Leonard DeBellani, Pepperoni, Pizza Roll Jr. How you doing? Not El Jabroni.
Oh.
He's
Funny.
missing in action. It's okay. Marsden. Shoot from
Just
the
a
hip.
disgusting pay-per-view, and there was only one good match about it. The only reason I'm even giving it a 3 is because Gallagher and Neville.
Shane, shoot me off your idea.
I'm giving this 9 Chris Benoit's out of 11.
So did you enjoy it a lot, or like?
The fact that I both made a Chris Benoit and a 9/11 joke kind of tells you what I thought of this pay-per-view.
Give me a number. Give me a number.
0.
Okay, Nate. This is why I have you on here. When you tried to run away from the review, we had you on here because it's called opinions. No matter if we disagree with your opinions, like you, Goldberg, but you have an opinion, and it matters.
It's a good thing
to
you have
us.
that bad. It'll come in
So,
a
uh,
Best show ever.
So what you got for us?
I'd say about a 7.5. I really love the show.
Mullins.
I'm with Team Nate on this one.
Team Nate on this one.
7.5.
I'm gonna have to go in the middle on this one. There's stuff I liked. There's stuff I didn't like. So for that, but I think there's a little bit more that I liked than I disliked. Of course, I'll definitely say main event.
The only thing I disagreed
No.
with was the 2 women's matches.
Yeah, I think definitely that. I think in terms of like I can look over some things in terms of like how they ended, but if it was like justifiable in ring story stuff like that, to an extent, of course, because I know the Jericho and Owens thing there, with the main event. I just still think, and it was very predictable how it was gonna jackhammer, spear. 2 best moves. 2 moves of doom. John Cena gets shit on because he knows 5 moves. You know 2 moves. And God's greatest thing.
Put this on TEW and see how bad a rating it would get.
Sorry, I had to go on a rant for a second. But I'm gonna give it a 5.5. There's a little bit of like sadly the Gallagher thing was pretty good. Nia Jax and Sasha Banks had a pretty good match. Samoa Joe, Sami Zayn, of course they're gonna have a good match. And Braun and Roman. I think Braun and Roman, I'm going to say that was match of the night.
That was a good match.
I'm going to say that was match of the night. For me, personally, though. So, but of course, that's what opinions are for. So, sound off in the comments down below. And we will see you on Monday Night Raw.
I hope Goldberg Benoit's himself.
Why not? Why not?
I